It is 9:59 on August 7th right now. I was gonna get up early in time to open the early access. I literally just sat down. Somehow my servers are down for some reason. Oh my goodness, it's broken right now. Holy, here we go. Here it is, man. We're back. 10:02. Look at this, man. Bang, it's been 2 minutes. Damn, someone just placed an order of 10 items. Someone just dropped a bandos on this. You know, it's hard work, man. You gotta wake up all the way up at like 10 a.m. You know, when the sun is up, just to form a website to automatically open the EA. Yo, it's 10:07, 7 minutes into the early access for the Grey Hoodies, and we've made about $150,000. Boom.
Today is going to be what it looks like for a perfect day in my life as a seven-figure clothing brand owner.
I gotta cut to the chase. Everyone give me some space.
Currently working on a lot of different accessories, and one of them is like a MagSafe card holder wallet thingy.
Impact, I'm ready to brace.
For those of you who don't know, there's like random fun fact. I moved in with my girlfriend recently.
Now recording like camera.
Baby, I'm trying to get paid. Legends don't die in a grave. I fall into place. Let's go.
So yeah, right now my daily is this Tesla, because the believe it or not, the NSX is actually not that great of a daily, as everybody claims that it was going to be a daily supercar. It keeps breaking down on me. Like, I've never had so many issues as I've had with the NSX. But yep, today's plan is I'm going to show you what the perfect day in my life looks like. We're coming around about 8 a.m. I left the house. Currently it is 8:39, so it's not too bad. It takes me about 30 to 40 minutes to get out of my house. And yeah, now we're going to go hit the gym. Ooh. Damn, the new wrap looks hectic, guys. I think I am doing lower B on my rotation. So I don't know why I wore a singlet, because I'm not using any of my arms for this. But yeah. But yeah, got my car wrapped. Looks mad. Got the body kit on as well. This is probably the easiest I've ever had to do any work on this car, because I didn't do any of it. So the car was wrapped by somebody else, and the body kit was done by somebody else. They supplied and installed it in one afternoon. So it's super convenient.
Hey. I gotta cut to the chase. Everyone give me some space. Don't fall out, we fall into place.
Hello, so just finished gym. I think it is 9:48 right now, so it took me about an hour, and today I happen to be doing the most random ass exercises on the one day I decided to film this. And by random ass exercise, I mean legs. So, but yeah, not so bad. Yeah, now let's get to work. Today is gonna be what it looks like for a perfect day in my life as a seven-figure clothing brand owner. This morning I woke up at like 8 o'clock, got out of house around 8:30, 8:40. I went to the gym, got to the gym around like 8:50, so gym for like an hour, just all leg exercises, it's a core. And now, yeah, I'm sitting down at my local cafe. I kind of like to work outside rather than at home. So yeah, feeling very good. So what's the plan today? What makes a perfect day in my life? It's about how much work I get done, and the type of work, the variety of work, and just, you know, all the things I'm gonna do for myself, health-wise too, I guess. So gym, ticked up, that's fantastic. And then now next up, in terms of content, there are a few things I gotta do. There's a lot of like work I gotta do as well. A lot of people ask me like, oh, what do you do on a day-to-day basis? Like, what do you do for work? I'm not sure either. So that's why we'll do this today. So we're gonna find out. So you're gonna see like throughout the day all the different items of breadth and people I'll get in touch with. And yeah, I think that's one of the hardest things about, like, I guess being an entrepreneur. If you ever decide to like start your own business and like have all the time back to yourself, the biggest question is like, are you gonna make use of all the time that you're gonna get? Because one of the easiest things to do when you have like, I guess, a no schedule is just completely waste your time. So very important first thing is just wake up early. If you wake up early, you're gonna get more things done because you're gonna feel better about the day. What's the goal for today? The goal today, just on top of my head, a few things. I think we're gonna have some meetings with our designers. I want to unblock anything and everyone who's currently blocked on me. On the product side of things, on the content side of things, I want to get on a daily, on a perfect day, I want to get like 3 different short forms of different types, different goals out, and we'll get a little bit into that when we're like planning, working on content. Long form, which we're actually doing right now. So this is actually very well. I'm doing long form on me making short form, double whammy, and even better. Yesterday I was doing website work. So sometimes I do website work and I make short form on the website work, and now I can on my long form I can talk about short form that I spent on the website work. 3 in 1. Something I try to do is try to make sure only so many hours in a day. It's a really good thing to do is like making sure all your things can kind of benefit off each other. So in that example, when I work on the website for Town, make short form content, because I gotta make the short form anyway, I gotta work on the website anyway. Combine the two and same with this. You know, if I want to make long form anyway, and I gotta go through my day. So first thing in the morning, it looks like I am doing some design work. So we're currently working on a lot of different accessories, and one of them is like a MagSafe card holder wallet thingamajiggy. You know, not completely, I guess, like unheard of, but yeah, we just want to kind of give our own take on it. I gotta give, I guess, some instructions to our designers who's gonna make it like factory ready, like manufacturer ready tech packs. That's what I'm doing first. And also, I like to time block my day. So what does that look like? Yeah, what the hell? What does that look like is that I'll write down all my to-do lists in my Notion, and I'll just get Claude to block out where we're gonna slot it in throughout my day. and get it to work around my calendar. Yeah, after this quick unblocking on this MagSafe wallet task, I'm actually going to review the long form video edit footage that Jay has done for me on the interface.
So right now I'm currently aiming to upload a long form every single week on Friday. I think we do have the following 2 weeks prepared.
But you have to keep filming a lot of ideas, a lot of long forms, a lot of footage, a lot of raws for us to be able to keep having footage, YouTube videos coming out. So let's review the footages for a little, I guess, like timestamping. Right now it is 10:20, so I've been here for about like 20 minutes. I'll probably, I mean, usually if I could, I'll just stick around in the cafe for the whole day. I'll maybe shuffle my car one time, but yeah. You know, I'm missing this, missing that, missing that. You just have to do it to find out. So halfway through, I guess, reviewing the video. So I don't know how halfway. Wait, am I done? No, I'm about halfway, unfortunately. But it's making good progress. I'm jumping back and forth right now, and I'm going back to do a bit of design work. So my design itself turned around, I guess, with a bit of pattern on Figma for the MagSafe model we mentioned earlier. But the pattern is not built quite like how I want it to be built. So I'm actually going to try to teach my designer how to make a pattern inside Figma. Because right now he's doing like entire rows of the same like logos and emblems. But yeah, it's kind of different when you want to build a pattern. You kind of want to make it like repeatable patterns and squares that kind of like lines up if you put it next to each other. So I'll show what that looks like when I build it, and I'll show you the differences. So like I said earlier, I want to build a pattern instead of just having them like all the same emblems, the same row. So here is the pattern I built, I guess. And now how's this different from the pattern he's built? Right now he's built it in like a bunch of rows, which is not really a pattern. It's really hard to repeat it. You kind of have to copy and paste stuff. You just have to keep copying in and out if you want to go expand it or if you want to shrink it. Not exactly pattern and not very adjustable, if you may say. So now what do we want to do instead? After we built this here, we cropped it in. Because the edges repeat itself, we can now use it as a pattern here like this. And then now I can actually drag it in and out and the pattern will repeat itself, assuming you make the edges perfect. That's kind of what we need for these patterns. And yeah, I'm just quickly show it to the designer and he can perfect it. I just want to quickly show him the method, pretty much. Because I saw you were making the pattern, just want to quickly show you something because yeah, you might already do this somewhere else. Hello, so check in. It is now 1:11. This is Talent, by the way. Talent or working, do a little work together day. You know how it is? Yeah, I don't know how it is at all, actually. It's better than work by yourself, you know? Because I like talking to people to shoot. You know? So we're grabbing a quick lunch. How's the perfect day going? Is it going to plan? Mostly. So what we end up realizing as an entrepreneur is like, you decide your own schedule. You decide what work you're doing every day. And sometimes even the work that you decide to do yourself is not as planned. It's not as planned. So yeah, still editing the video, like I mentioned. So later on, I gotta do a little Uber service. I gotta take my girlfriend to the city. She's gotta go to some appointments. So we're gonna go to a cafe in the city instead. That's what we're doing logistically. That's fine. Sometimes like a perfect day just means you giving it your 100% and spending all the time you have doing whatever work you can do. And that's a privilege of, I guess, like being an entrepreneur and like running it on your own schedule. That does mean sometimes you have to work, you know, longer hours later. That's fine. It's chill, you know, because of my own schedule. But yeah, now I'm going to lunch. Let's go. Last night I actually slept around like 2:30, woke up at 8 today. Still felt pretty good. I think partially is because maybe I slept a lot or enough the day before. No, the day before I woke up pretty early as well. This is not a sponsored ad, but I use like Sleep Cycle, and Sleep Cycle kind of warms you up to the idea of waking up before you actually makes you wake up. So it kind of detects your movements. If you're like, it starts ringing half an hour before your alarm, and then if it detects your movement, it kind of stops, starts again, stops, starts again. Yeah, and by the time I need to get up, even though I was only on like 5 and a bit, 6 hours of sleep max, I feel pretty decent. And I had a full day yesterday, like full on day. That's pretty good. Obviously morning shower. I like to shower in the morning. That really gets me like, you know, refreshed for the day. Otherwise I feel like I'm still like half in bed if I don't shower in the morning. I have not been doing cold showers though, partially because when I do cold shower, I feel the need to dunk my head in the water. Like I can't keep my head out of the water when I do a cold shower. I can't really, yeah, so it's kind of, I'm trying to just like embrace the whole thing when I do cold. But these days with my hair, I don't wet it every day. Yeah, so that's the thing. It's kind of, even if I do wet it, I kind of just brush my hand through rather than like running the whole thing, like soaking the whole thing.
It's really different. Don't really do cold shower for that reason. For those of you who don't know, there's like a random fun fact. I moved in with my girlfriend recently, and Tara was asking me, it's kind of like, you know, how's that affecting your lifestyle? Not so bad, not so bad. She helps out a lot around the house. I was telling my sister about it. She's like, oh my god, you know, like, so you're treating her like a maid? I'm like, no, I'm not treating her like a maid. She's just helping out a lot, which makes my life easier. I think that's kind of like not a metric, but it's kind of, it's always good when your partner makes your life easier and not harder. Additive, if you might. Yeah, like if you're in a relationship and you feel like, this relationship is preventing me from doing certain things, and it's genuinely preventing you from doing it, not just because I gotta spend time with my girlfriend, but also it's kind of like they are disallowing it or making it very difficult. Maybe it's a question to ask if that's a right relationship for you. Not that I'm trying to break up any relationships. There's a fun fact there.
On the way to the next parking spot, I'm not gonna pick a tab. But Alice is now recording my camera woman. Hello. So we changed scenery. We're now in the city because we need PowerPoints. Girlfriend needs to be in the city for appointments. That's what we're doing. Doesn't happen every day though, so you know today's a special episode. Thank you. Okay, quick update. Admin stuff, charging the cards, tick. Reposting the video into trials or some modifications, tick. Yeah, finish reviewing the NSX video edits, tick. So now what's popped up on my agenda just now is I've got another YouTube video to review. I got another like set of editors, like yeah, footage like another video editor is working on. Got to review that one. Also got a meeting for a pop-up that we're doing in September. So we're meeting with the activations, like I guess guy who's like he's professional for like setting up the activation. We're gonna convey to him like our vision, what our plans are. He will help us figure out what's logistically possible within 7 weeks because it's on the 20th of September. It's gonna pop up with HSU. So if you haven't heard about it by now, if this video hasn't come up by now, yeah, this is how you find out. It's gonna be a very exciting pop-up. It's gonna be pretty big. We're planning to spend a lot of money on this pop-up. We're gonna have DJs playing. We're gonna have a lot of food trucks. We're gonna have just a whole lot of situation that's happening. Okay, so quick update. Even before the activation meeting at 4:30 p.m. Looking back at some threads that my designers has to tag me in. We're currently preparing the season regalia. Pretty much at the end of season, we're gonna give the winning of each season, faction, pretty much like a jet tag. And this jet tag is like custom made for the winning house, and it's gonna be different every season. So we'll have like a slightly different maybe colorway or maybe slightly different design, etc. And then we've got to make custom molds for them. So it's kind of like that's what we are unblocking right now. We're trying to figure out like a new material manufacturer. Yeah, oh, not easy, man. It's like a lot of stuff happening that kind of just intertwines throughout the day because you can't just like it's really hard for you to like just look at one thing and tackle it the whole time. You really have to like do a lot of like switching up so you don't block people and whatever we're working on. Hello, so update for the vlog. It is now 5:10 and we are wrapping it out here because Tal and I have to go eat dinner and we're gonna have to take him home. How we're going on the work? Still on NSX edit. So just playing around with a lot of clips. Before I was planning to use only the result clips. Realized there's not that many of them. So I started using the before clips. So it's kind of before and after clips. Also not that many of them. So now I'm editing footages of the actual install. So it's like me holding parts, putting it more as a part of the edit. So instead of being just a car edit, I'm also in the edits. But like I said, the perfect day is just you have plans and you just do as much of it as possible. You know, a lot of these meetings and all of this work just comes out of nowhere. And that's what it looks like. This is what a realistic perfect day looks like. In the gym, doing work, making content. We're at Master Zhang Hot Pot after a tough day of work and no food at all. I've had 2 coffees. So my intake so far is about 120 calories max, so maybe 150.
Only had 2 coffees the entire day.
Me? Yeah. That's all I've eaten so far. This guy's hungry. 4 rolls of sushi. I watch him eat it. Yeah, you guys watch him eat it. You guys told me how hungry he is. I've had a cold brew, which is no calories. Yeah, that's why I'm a little bit like, my brain's not really working right now. I'm running off straight supplements. The only thing I'm eating is the 4 calories from my omega-3 oil. Time to eat, hard day of work, man. Very good, I'm so hungry. Okay, welcome back. It is 10:30 p.m. In a perfect day, technically, I would be tucked in bed, getting ready to wake up at 6 o'clock tomorrow. But dinner took a little bit longer than expected. We're just catching up and shit. So now I am back at my desk. Now I'm trying to edit this NSX video. I'm determined that it should go out tonight. We should post on a new short form. Maybe even 2. Maybe like a second video, just something simple. You know, it can't be a perfect day without some short form going out. So I would rather post something than go to sleep without posting. How about rate the overall day today? It's not bad. Like I said, sometimes it's just all about like, you know, what are you doing with the time that you have every day? And then, you know, like you watch me, I mean like at least what I've been able to show you. I was pretty much doing all sort of different work throughout the day. Different things pop up. A lot of things are still on my calendar and agenda. You can never really fully tick everything off. There's a lot of things that I can think of that's still blocking, but I guess I'll have to sort it out tomorrow, so that kind of gets added onto the calendar. That's a perfect day in the life of a 7-figure clothing brand owner. See you next time.
Girl, you got me down so bad. I can't say enough. She pull up with that new thing. Please don't fall in love, cause I think of you all day. Yeah, I was running through my brain, grabbing nothing. Cause I